Okay, so this is the Andrew Tate official movie trailer 2023. I don't know why he has a trailer or a movie. Does he have a movie coming out? I don't know. I don't know. But if you want more Andrew Tate videos, let me know in the comments. I don't know if like they're going to delve deeper into why he got arrested and like the sex trafficking allegations and all that. I don't know. But I'm gonna watch this and see what he says or what the trailer is all about, the movie, and alright. Let's go.
I will say this because I say it on every single podcast. If they lock me up for some insane bullshit,
Andrew Tate has been arrested.
I didn't do it.
The Matrix has attacked me.
If I carry on with the trajectory I'm carrying on, they're going to put me in jail. Because
Hey, I won't lie to you. This picture is like was like the coolest picture in 2022.
I didn't do it.
The Matrix has attacked me.
If I carry on with the trajectory,
Hold on, this picture was so cool. I wouldn't even lie. The whole thing looks like a photo shoot, in my opinion. Anyway, let's continue.
I'm carrying on, they're going to put me in jail. Because I'm too influential.
Right?
For the people watching at home, they just need to sit and understand that the system does not make rules for the good of you. It makes rules for the good of the people who make the rules. And a lot of the life paths laid out to the average man at home today is not for their own good. It's only going to lead them to depression and misery.
Do you think that's, I mean, a lot of the life paths laid out for the average man at home today is going to lead them to depression and misery? That is, I mean, a lot of people are happy with where they're at, but a lot of people are not content with where they're at. So, and I used to do door-to-door sales. I've seen a lot of miserable men in miserable marriages who don't want to get I mean, they want my service, but they can't get it because their wife said no. So when I sell them and do my pitch and everything, or they're like, oh, let me go ask the boss. I'm gonna go ask the boss. I'm like, who's the boss? Aren't you the boss? Because I'm Nigerian. I grew up in Nigeria. So it's like the boss of the house is the man. So who is the boss? Is there like, are you asking your father? Because that would make sense to me. But 99% of the time it's always their wives. But anyway, they go ask the wife and the wife says no. And she obviously says no because I didn't sell her. I sold you and you were sold on my products. And you're not even asking her or selling her, you're just asking her a yes or no question. And she always says no because they would rather spend that money on a new purse or new shoes or some shit. But anyway, and then this man, the men will come back and like, hey boss, I'm sorry man, look, I want to do it, but the wife said no, and it's very annoying. For me it's annoying, but you can see how let down these men are. They want to get their lawns aerated or get their lawns done. I used to do lawn care. They want to do it, but they can't because the wife said no because she wants to do some shit else with the money. So it's, yeah, most married men are not happy. I've seen this in real time doing door-to-door sales because most people that own homes are married couples, right? So I've seen it, but he's right. I have to agree with him on that.
the people who make the rules. And a lot of the life paths laid out to the average man at home today is not for their own good. It's only going to lead them to depression and misery.
Do you think you're a force for good?
I absolutely not really know I'm a force for good because I'm a force for truth. And truth is a good thing. Without truth, we're going to end up in absolute tyranny and slavery, and we're already on our way there.
I agree.
I think there's a whole swath of the population, especially young men, that feel disenfranchised. I haven't put a magic spell on the world. The fact that people like what I say means that they agree with me deep inside. They may be afraid to say it themselves, but I am seen as a bastion of free speech and a bastion for masculinity as a whole, because a lot of men are largely forgotten about.
There's no evidence in my files. I've done nothing wrong. Everybody knows I'm innocent.
Oh shit, are they about to like go delve deeper into the child trafficking allegations now? Because a lot of people thought it was true. Let's see. But I also thought it was weird how they locked them up with no real evidence for like 3 months. That is crazy, bro. That is crazy, man.
Masculinity as a whole, because a lot of men are largely forgotten about.
There's no evidence in my files. I've done nothing wrong. Everybody knows I'm innocent.
The
This is a huge injustice the way we see it. They should not be detained at this point. There are not even charges filed against them.
People are trying
Exactly,
to set him
right?
up to look like
No
he's something that
charges.
he's not.
I mean the best for people. I want everyone to be successful. I want the world to be a better place. And I think the world's a better place based on the back of strong men who stand up for what they believe in. I think that's how the world's always been a better place.
But don't you think the world could be a better place if strong women stood up for what they believed in as well? Why is it only men? I think that's where people don't like him. It's like, oh, he talks a lot about men, strong men, strong men. What about strong women? But then again, he also says that women don't have the pressure to be strong. There's no incentive for women to have to be strong because they have a man to protect them and take care of them for the most part. So women only have to be strong for their children. But for the most part, women should be soft and loving and, nurturing creatures instead of being strong and not necessarily masculine, but like super, right? Like most women will call themselves boss babes or boss girls or feminists or whatever. So it's like, maybe for the most part, I think he's right based on the back of strong men. I don't know.
I mean the best for people. I want everyone to be successful. I want the world to be a better place. And I think the world's a better place based on the back of strong men who stand up for what they believe in. I think that's how the world's always been a better place. The Matrix programming says the opposite. They're telling us that to be a better place, all the men need to be weaklings and compassionate without any morals or without any hard lines or beliefs. And they must talk in a very, very soft way. And we need to be very, very compassionate and very, very tolerant and all these things. But if you look at history, the only times things were peaceful and nice is when strong men stood up with their swords and said, no, this is mine and this works this way. And no one's going to come fuck with it. Okay. I think that masculinity and strength is what makes things beautiful. It's what preserves things, and it's what we need more of. This is what's missing from the world.
I agree.
Masculine men have a duty to provide and protect those they care about. We have a duty to do things we don't feel like doing because we know we're supposed to do them. And it's your duty as a man to stand up and say, I want to be as important and strong and good-hearted and God-fearing as possible. Okay. And I need to work hard to achieve.
I like that he included God-fearing as possible. So that means he's not very carnal in his thinking. He says all these things, but he also includes God and says, oh, you have to be all these things, but you also have to want to be as God-fearing as possible. That is admirable. I like that.
I want to be as important and strong and good-hearted and God-fearing as possible, and I need to work hard to achieve those things. If you cannot control your own mind, then you are just a feather in the wind of life. Because your own mind is the only thing you can control. You can't control the weather. Right. You can't control other people. You can't even control whether your heart stops beating. You might have a heart attack tomorrow.
Damn.
You can't control anything besides what...
That's crazy. We actually don't have control over anything. I'm actually thinking about it. What do we as human beings have total control over? You think you have control over your car when you're driving it, but you don't. In 1 second, your tire could just pop off, boom, and you flip over and boom, you're dead. Okay, like my YouTube channel, I don't really have control over it, even though I control what I post, but I don't control if YouTube takes me off the platform, right? Right now, I have 2 strikes on the channel, a copyright strike, and some other bullshit. Anyway, I won't go into it. Health too, you don't have control over your own health. Your own physical body, you don't really have control over it because, as I said, your heart can stop beating tomorrow and you can just die. So the only thing you really have control over is your mind and what you think. Bro, that is true as fuck. Hey man, so far I'm agreeing with Tate. I'm agreeing with him.
It is the only thing you can control. You can't control the weather. Right. You can't control other people. You can't even control whether your heart stops beating. You might have a heart attack tomorrow. You can't control anything besides what you think. There's no such thing as too much masculinity if it's genuinely masculine. Genuine masculinity is not out here to hurt people. It's absolutely the opposite. It's out here to protect. And when bad things happen, they call traditionally masculine men. If you need a firefighter, you need a masculine man. When you call the police because of the problem you have, you want masculine men. And as soon as a woman or a man is in trouble, when you look for backup, you look for masculine men. And masculine men have a duty to provide and protect those they care about. We have a duty to do things we don't feel like doing because we know we're supposed to do them. And that's why we stayed in the Titanic and died.
Fuck, bro.
And the danger interesting about overly emotional men is that they're dangerous. They're genuinely dangerous. This is what's crazy. All these people who talk about toxic masculinity and how bad it is for men to be traditionally masculine. A traditionally masculine man does things he doesn't feel like doing because it is his duty to do them. He charges into the building because it is his duty. Not because he feels like it, because it is his duty. We're now teaching the new generation of men that they don't have duty and they can just act on their feelings and act how they feel, and they don't have to act as a man should. Do you know what happens when you get men who just act how they feel? You get school shooters, you get violence, you get rapists. Men who do not control their emotions are dangerous. If you find a man who is stoic, he's not gonna hurt people. He's gonna sit and think about his actions very carefully, and he's gonna be a good man who protects and provides for his family.
I agree.
You find a man who just acts out on impulse and does whatever he feels like, you're gonna find a dangerous man. Sitting here telling men to cry more and act with their feelings, and it's okay to feel this way, that way, etc., and have no self-control. That is why we have the problems we have in the world. Absolutely not wrong. So when they talk about toxic masculinity, they have it completely inversed on its head. Completely and utterly wrong. We need to be teaching stoicism. We need to be teaching young men to understand that the world is very, very difficult. It's hard to be a man. You're going to feel bad sometimes. You just suck it up and perform anyway. Not to sit there and cry your eyes out or blame other people. We live in a comfortable world now where people think, oh, it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. But you know what? To some degree, it does matter. It does matter, and I'm going to tell you who it matters to. It matters to your soul, and it matters to God. I stand in the mirror.
See, he's talking about God again. I like that, bro. This man, I might be like, are all those allegations true? I don't think it's true. I don't see a sex trafficker in him. I don't see a human trafficker in him. I don't see a rapist in him. I don't. I'm sorry, I don't. I don't. The way just from the way he speaks, you can tell that he's a man of God. Like, he's not a prophet or anything. He's actually a man of God. Like, he believes in God. He's Muslim now, I heard. And he actually follows God. So this is not like some character. I don't think he's playing a character right now. I think this is just what he believes. This is
You just suck it up and perform anyway. Not to sit there and cry your eyes out or blame other people. We live in a comfortable world now where people think, oh, it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. But you know what? To some degree, it does matter. It does matter, and I'm going to tell you who it matters to. It matters to your soul, and it matters to God. I stand in the mirror with a pure heart. I know I am the best version of me that could possibly ever exist. I know that God is proud of me. There's nothing that God hates more than sloth and laziness. If God were to create a man and that man were to sit around and do fuck all, God will frown upon you. It's why you're never lucky. If you're listening to this and you think I'm never lucky, I'll tell you why, because God dislikes you.
Bro, what? That's why you're never lucky. Because God dislikes you.
Lucky.
Bro, I'm tired. Holy. I have not been to church since like last year. This is like the most church I've gotten in a long time. I'm not even lying, bro.
Listen to this and you think I'm never lucky. I'll tell you why, because God dislikes you because you're fucking lazy. Start to work. Start to show God the beauty of his own creations. You'd be amazed how lucky you'll become.
Wow.
God is unhappy with these people. And inside their hearts, they're unhappy. We talk about depression, anxiety. That comes from self-loathing. You loathe your own weakness. You loathe your own laziness. This is what all of these things are. I don't feel depression. How can I feel depression when I'm the most powerful version of me that I could ever fucking be? How can I feel depression when I could squeeze my own hand hard enough to break my own bones? How can I feel depression when I've smashed and destroyed 68 people's faces in front of me? Men who thought they could test me in fair combat. How can I feel depressed? It's impossible.
Man, I'm sorry I have to play that shit back, bro. The way he speaks is just so powerful. How can I be depressed when I can squeeze my own hands hard enough to break my own bones? That is, when you hear someone speak like that, nigga, you're going to run to the gym. I don't care what you believe in. I don't care if you're a liberal. I don't care if you're dead or you don't like him, bro. If you actually sit down and listen to him speak, your life, your perspective on life will at least be challenged. You may not be changed, but it will be challenged. Bro, can you hear the way he's speaking? He's so concise. He's so eloquent. His words are very clear. He's talking about depression and anxiety right now.
they're unhappy. We talk about depression, anxiety. That comes from self-loathing. You loathe your own weakness. You loathe your own laziness. This is what all of these things are. I don't feel depression. How can I feel depression when I'm the most powerful version of me that I could ever fucking be? How can I feel depression when I could squeeze my own hand hard enough to break my own bones? Bruh. How can I feel depression when I've smashed and destroyed 68 people's faces in front of me, men who thought they could test me in fair combat? How can I feel depressed? It's impossible. Do you understand?
Bro, I understand, man.
You love me. Hey, Andrew Tate's one of the most wonderful human beings I've ever met in my life. I hate everything that's going on. Like, love him with all my heart. Yeah. Like, I'll die on that mountain with you, bro. Yeah. Let's get on that hill. Where's the sword?
Why is the enemy of the state, so to speak?
He's got the hearts of young men. Mm-hmm. He's got the hearts of young men.
And that's a threat.
Who's this guy?
Absolutely.
I feel like men nowadays need an Andrew Tate. He's a guy who's motivating men to be men.
If you cannot control your own mind, then you go through life with zero control, zero influence. You can't control anything. You're just a feather in the wind, waiting for life to blow you from happy place to sad place to happy place to sad place, completely hoping on the gods to be fortunate to you, because if any genuine discomfort comes your way, you're fucked. Because everybody's fucking distracted. They're getting distracted by this, distracted by that, watching fucking Netflix, jerking off to Pornhub like fucking jackasses. It's so easy to win if you can control your own mind. But it seems that nobody fucking can. And that's how the people who run the world keep...
Yeah, man. Bro, I have to change my life, man. Yeah. Bro, I watch a lot of Netflix. Oh, and I work from home. I'm a software engineer. I work from home. I work from this desk, and after work, I just go on my bed, watch Netflix, repeat the next day. I have to do something about my life. The way this man is speaking, he's making me angry with my situation. Right? I'm not even in a bad place. I'm a software engineer. I make good money. So now it's not even about the money. It's like I need to do more with my life.
This, distracted by that, watching fucking Netflix, jerking off to Pornhub like fucking jackasses. It's so easy to win if you can control your own mind. But it seems that nobody fucking can.
Bro.
And that's how the people who run the world keep the world running. Because they have all the slaves exactly where they need them to be. Permanently distracted and semi-depressed. Working their asses off in jobs which will never satisfy them and never pay enough money.
Yo, no, wait. Actually, wait. My job satisfies me. I since I was a child, I always wanted to be a software engineer. Since I was like 7 years old, I freaking wanted to make Facebook. But anyway, I love my job. I'm making good money right now. But I know there's a lot of people. So like I said, I did door-to-door sales. So you do door-to-door sales, you meet a lot of different people who are unhappy with their lives. They're dissatisfied with the fact that they didn't do much with their younger days. They're old now. They're too old to really, really pursue dreams. So it's like, man, do I really want to lead that life? Bro, this man is fucking with my head right now.
They have all the slaves exactly where they need them to be. Permanently distracted and semi-depressed. Working their asses off in jobs which will never satisfy them and never pay enough money. That's the Matrix.
Bro, man.
Hey, Andrew, how do I get like a six-pack quick? What's the fastest way to get a six-pack?
Tell me. Yo. Bro, I want to get a six-pack, bro. Look at me. Let's go. So why does it have to be quick? Uh-oh.
Hey, Andrew, how do I get like a six-pack quick? What's the fastest way to get a six-pack?
Why does it have to be quick? Why does it have to be easy? Why do you think life is all quick and easy? Why can't it be hard and difficult? Why can't you suffer? Because suffering is what gives it value. If everyone had a six-pack and it was quick and easy, then it wouldn't be valuable, would it?
Oh,
if everyone walked around with a six-pack and they got it easily, then no one would give a shit. The whole point is that it's difficult to get. Value is linked to difficulty. If you want something that is valuable, you need something which is difficult to obtain. The fact that you just said you wanted it quick and easily shows that you're...
If you want something that is valuable, you have to want something that is difficult to obtain. Value is linked to difficulty and scarcity too, obviously. Bro, man, this man is... Why don't I listen to... Yo.
It's valuable, you need something which is difficult to obtain. The fact that you just said you wanted it quick and easily shows that you're...
Bro, even Aiden is free. It's like... stunned. Even Aiden is like, yo, Aiden is me right now. I'm like,
as valuable, you need something which is difficult to obtain. The fact that you just said you wanted it quick and easily shows that your whole mental model is fucked. You shouldn't be thinking about quick and easy. You should be thinking about hard, suffering, pain, going through it. That's what you should be thinking about. This is going to be hard, but I'm going to do it anyway. Because when it is done, then everyone's going to know that I went through something difficult. Why do you want it to be quick and easy?
You're
Don't
right.
you understand how
it defeats
your mind is?
It defeats.
Your mind is broken. Your mind is broken.
your mind is broken.
I say that life as a man is exceptionally difficult. I say the most beautiful and the most terrifying thing about being a man is you're born without value. Society doesn't care about you. You're only going to be cared about based on how useful you are. You have the chance to build yourself up and become a superhero if you're prepared to do the hard work and be indefatigable enough to never quit. But if you're going to stand around and wait for a handout, nobody's going to ever respect you. I think that the world's never going to think you're important unless you make yourself important. I think you get to decide what character you want to be in this movie, which is your life. You can decide if you want to be a comedian or a musician or a fighter. You get to decide what you want to be. And if you work hard enough, you can become it. It's the denial that's going to hold you back the most. The people who go, yes, I'm wasting my potential. Those are the ones who have potential. The ones who stand up and go, I am wasting my potential. I could be anything and I am not that yet. They have a chance.
This stream actually, like, I'm pretty sure changed, like, lives. I swear to God. Like, you changed lives just now.
I hope so.
I need to get me a gym membership as soon as possible, man. I mean, I was a boxer. I did boxing for... Actually, this year, I was in a tournament, but yo... And boxing is very tough. I think boxing is the reason why I'm easily accepting what Andrew is saying. Because when you struggle like that in training and you get in the ring and box... I lost my fight. My first fight. But it's like... If I knew what this man was saying, if I saw this video before my fight, I probably would have performed better. Who knows? But, man, if you want more Tate videos, let me know in the comments. I'll get to it immediately. Please subscribe. Peace.